Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A suspect accused of brutally assaulting a woman and her mother while out on bond was back in court. This started as an argument, but now he's facing a lengthy list of charges. Plus, we are cooling off from our warmer week of temps at or near 50 to showers of the snow type this afternoon. Meteorologist Ashley Verisi is here to get us updated on what to expect for the weekend. And it is Super Bowl weekend. We have the Philadelphia Eagles matching up with the Kansas City Chiefs, and everything is warming up there for the big game in Glendale, Arizona. Thank you for joining us this noon. I'm Rhonda Walker, and we do want to start with the top stories of the day today, and that includes an alleged repeat criminal that had a probable cause hearing this morning. Torian Hudson is charged with a long list of crimes. He was supposed to be on house arrest after a carjacking and shooting in December. While out on bond, police say he brutally beat and murdered, and burned the mother of his child. To catch us all up on this case, we do want to get out to Sean Lay with what happened in court today. Sean?
Rhonda, great to see you at this noon hour. We are following this case closely because it's a bigger example of bond issues here at 36th District Court, where suspected violent offenders are getting lower bonds and getting out. Here's what happened today.
For the state of Michigan versus Torian Hudson.
A brief hearing for Torian Hudson this morning. The bottom line, he was remanded back to jail without bond. Hudson had a hearing before Judge Kenneth King, where Hudson retained a new attorney. Hudson's case is a hot-button issue in the city as it relates to bail and bail reform. He is accused of 3 different brutal attacks on young women. And after the second attack, where Hudson allegedly shot a young woman in her throat and robbed her, a judge at 36th District Court actually lowered Hudson's bond. He was able to get out. And then police say he attacked the young mother of his child, who is expecting, and allegedly attacked her mother. That was enough for the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, who held an emergency bond hearing, putting Hudson in jail for now. Hudson remains in jail, but coming up 5 o'clock, Rhonda, something happened at the end of the hearing. Hudson's mother coming into the courtroom to address the judge. The judge was not having it. Hudson's mother is the person suspected of helping him make a $250,000 bond. So that dramatic piece coming up at 5. Back to you.
All right, we'll see you then, Sean. Thank you. Meanwhile, we do want to talk about the weather because it's been all over the place this week. We went from spring to high wind and rain, and now what? Where do we go from here?
It's been a mixed bag, to say the least. But yeah, we're going to continue on this roller coaster ride because we are a little cooler today, but we don't stay here long. We bounce back throughout the weekend. But we're going to start this noon hour with ExactTrack 4D radar, where we have some snow showers in the northern half of lower Michigan. So you get up north of Saginaw and some flurries are flying. And we could end up seeing some flurries in our forecast heading into the afternoon, which we'll talk more about coming up in just a moment. But right now, a look outside. We have the clouds over the downtown skyline. Some of those clouds have been spitting out a couple sprinkles across parts of Metro Detroit. 37 in Detroit, same in Howell, 36 in Pontiac, 38 in Adrian. These temperatures have really not fluctuated much, which was to be expected throughout the morning. But we have westerly winds between 10 to 15 miles per hour, and that factors into a wind chill. So Pontiac right now feeling like 28, same in Lapeer and Howell. 27 is the feels like temperature in Ann Arbor, Grosse Ile 28, and Metro Airport feeling like 29. This afternoon high, though, pretty much where we're sitting. 38 degrees with a few flurries into the afternoon, staying breezy until tonight when those winds begin to die down. But for the upcoming weekend, here's a little tease for you. We're welcoming back the sunshine and some warmer conditions. We'll have more on this coming up in your full Futurecast.
Okay, we'll see you in a few. Meanwhile, the Great Lakes Water Authority has found what caused a water main break that impacted thousands of homes all across 23 different communities. This happened last August. Inspection consultants determined that the mortar casing was damaged, which corroded the pipe's wires inside. The Water Authority's report found the regional system was working under normal conditions before the break. The cost of the 120-inch main repair will be $3 million. Arguments over how to structure tax relief turned into a shouting match on the State House floor yesterday. The outraged GOP rang out as Democrats pushed through a vote on House Bill 4001 without letting members speak on it. The bill, which includes the governor's $180 check proposal, phasing out the 3-tier retirement system and boosting the earned income tax credit and putting $800 million into the SOAR fund, which provides incentives to businesses. GOP members support much of that except for the $180 checks. But the GOP, who had the gavel at the time while the Democrats were not on the floor, pulled a procedural fast one and adjourned. So no vote could be taken. The vote will be taken up when the Senate is back in session early next week. The Oxford High School shooter will remain in the Oakland County Jail after a review hearing a few hours ago. Every 30 days, the teen has a hearing to determine if there's any reason to move him from the Oakland County Jail to a juvenile facility. Back in October, the shooter pleaded guilty to all 24 counts against him, including first-degree murder and terrorism. Now over to the Detroit Institute of Arts and the newest twist in this ongoing saga over the Van Gogh painting. A federal appeals court has agreed to take up a fight over who gets control of the 1888 painting. The Novel Reader is what the painting is called. It was part of the collection that was on exhibition at the Detroit Institute of Arts. During that exhibit, a Brazilian art collector popped up. He sued the museum, claiming that the painting belongs to him. The Van Gogh exhibit at the DIA has now ended. It was only on loan there at the DIA. A court ordered the DIA, though, to hold on to the painting while this case is pending. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan has revealed a plan for spending millions of extra dollars in the city's budget. The mayor is proposing several quality of life projects with $20 million to replace broken neighborhood sidewalks. $18 million will be moved to help with dangerous buildings and trees and that cleanup. $16 million for park renovations throughout the city, and other priorities include new people mover cars and development of a new State Fair transit center. The city council still has to approve the proposals and the plans. It is Friday, which means it's now officially Super Bowl weekend as we take a live look at where the Super Bowl will go down at the State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. That is where the Chiefs and the Eagles will be facing off on Sunday. And while we wait for kickoff, thousands of fans have the chance to enjoy all those pregame festivities. It's a big old party there in the Phoenix area, and Jay Gray is inside of it all at the NFL Experience for a firsthand look at all the Super Bowl hype.
Go Chiefs! Eagles! Eagles!
Fans fired up, rushing to Phoenix for the big game and having a ball before Sunday's kickoff.
Oh, it's been great. Ton of activities for the kids.
Kids, regardless of age.
I did it. Thank you.
Though for some, there is a limit to the athletic fun.
I was debating about the 40-yard dash, but I don't want to pull another hammy.
So some fans are running in the fast lane in Phoenix. Sports cars, private jets.
We have a lot of flights already booked.
And maybe a mansion for the weekend, like this Airbnb built into Camelback Mountain. There's a heated pool, a waterfall pouring out of the rocks. I know you're wondering. It's $35,000 a night. And of course, you'll want a suite for the game. If you can find one, that bill could be more than $2 million.
Jay Gray, NBC News, Phoenix.
My jaw is on the floor. $2 million for a suite at the Super Bowl? I am so watching it at home on my TV. Still ahead, a mother and daughter found days after multiple earthquakes rocked Turkey and Syria. How they were found in that rubble after days. Also ahead, an outbreak of norovirus is closing a Metro Detroit school for the next 2 days. This comes as the CDC is reporting its highest level of cases in almost a year. We'll have the latest when we return.